Messi recently won the Ballon d'Or for the 8th time, extending his own record. But one of the biggest questions that has run across the globe is, did he really deserve it? Now, I know what you're thinking. With players like Haaland lighting up the pitch and breaking records, was it Messi's name that should have been engraved on that trophy yet again? Well, yes. Messi should have won it, and deservedly so. In his video, you'll see why Lionel Messi might just have earned every vote that gave him that award. Before we continue, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Now there's no denying that the 2022 World Cup win gave Messi an edge over other players. Winning the World Cup isn't just about getting another trophy on the shelf. It's the dream of every football player out there. Imagine working your whole life, day in and day out, and every 4 years, you get this one shot to stand on top of the world. Messi's journey was like a movie script. Think about it. He had come so close before, only to walk away empty-handed. That kind of disappointment can either break you or make you even stronger. That defeat must have been haunting. But fast forward to 2022, and the story took a twist nobody expected. Argentina lost their first game. Talk about a rough start. It was a punch that could have knocked them out. But Messi, he's not just anyone. What did we see next? Pure magic. Messi wasn't just playing. He was on a mission, a man possessed. Every match that followed, he was there, leading the charge, scoring goals, setting up plays, and showing the world that he's not done yet. Not by a long shot. With 7 goals to his name, Messi was only outscored by Mbappe, and he shared the top spot for assists. This wasn't just about individual glory, though. Every step of the way, he was the team's backbone, their captain, and more than just the title. In the final, Messi didn't just show up. He owned the stage, scoring 2 critical goals. And when it came to penalties, he kept his cool and delivered. When he lifted that trophy, it wasn't just a win for Argentina. It was a personal victory, a redemption story 8 years in the making. So when you look at the whole picture, it's clear. Messi didn't just play well. He redefined what it means to lead a team to World Cup glory. You can't ignore the weight of such a triumph in considering who stands out for the year. And Messi, with his World Cup heroics, has definitely set himself apart. While he was on another level at the World Cup, Messi's club performance in the 2022-23 season wasn't short of excellent. Despite Paris Saint-Germain's early exit from the Champions League, Messi made sure his presence was felt in domestic competitions. Scooping the Ligue 1 title with PSG was just a part of his contribution. His individual performances across the season were a showcase of his enduring quality. Messi ramped up his scoring from the previous season, netting 21 goals across all competitions. Compared to his first season at PSG, where he scored 11 goals, he showed a significant improvement in his goal-scoring form. His 16 league goals tell you he found his groove in France, and these weren't just any goals. Remember the crucial winners he netted, like the one against Toulouse, or that stellar free kick to clinch victory over Lille. Those weren't just points in the bag. They were statements that he could pull PSG across the line when it mattered most. His teammates Mbappe and Neymar had their share of time off the pitch due to injuries, and Messi had to step up to the plate. That's just what he did, carrying the team's attack when they needed him the most. It wasn't just the quantity of goals that was impressive, but also his finishing. He was more clinical this season. The numbers speak for themselves. A better shot conversion rate, more shots on target, and his expected goals figures staying high, showing he was always lurking where it mattered. But Messi is a maestro with 2 tunes, scoring and creating. Turning to assists, he dished out 20 across the season, improving on his already impressive tally from the year before. That's because he's a chance creation machine. He upped his game, crafting more opportunities for his teammates and threading more balls into the box. The jump in his chances created per game is a testament to his vision and understanding of the game. Looking at Messi's last season with PSG, you've got to say he delivered big time. He wasn't just about individual brilliance. He influenced games and pushed his team to success. And when you balance his magical World Cup run with the heavy lifting he did at PSG, you get the full picture of why he won the 2023 Ballon d'Or. The only other argument against Messi's Ballon d'Or win is the fact that Haaland had one of the best seasons for any footballer in history. When Haaland hit the ground running at Manchester City, nobody could quite believe it. He made the switch to the Premier League look like a walk in the park. Scoring twice in his debut was just the start of a season where he was banging in goals left, right, and center. Imagine that, 36 goals and 8 assists in the league alone. And if you look at his overall numbers, we're talking 52 goals and 9 assists across all competitions. For any striker, that's dreamland territory. City fans must have been over the moon. With Haaland up front, They not only kept their spot at the top of the Premier League, but also grabbed the FA Cup and the big one, the UEFA Champions League, beating Inter Milan to take the crown. For a team that's already packed with talent, Haaland was the cherry on top, turning them into an unstoppable force. And let's not forget all the individual accolades he scooped up along the way. The Golden Boot, Player of the Season, you name it. But then, there's the big but, the World Cup. It's the stage every footballer dreams of shining on. And Haaland didn't get that chance. Norway not making it to the World Cup was a bummer for sure, not just for the fans, but for Haaland's chances at the Ballon d'Or too. You can't understate how much weight the World Cup carries when it comes to picking the year's top player. Now Messi, on the other hand, didn't just show up to the World Cup, he owned it, leading Argentina to victory, grabbing the golden ball, and etching his name into the history books, with records that had the stats folks running out of ink. Even if we say he was just good for PSG and not out of this world good, that still puts him in a league of his own because of what he did on the international stage. When you talk about the Ballon d'Or, you're talking about a player who stands out from the rest over the year. And that's not just about racking up the numbers, but also about stepping up when it really matters. And nothing matters more in football than the World Cup. It's like the ultimate decider. And Messi was the master of ceremonies at this global show. You got to feel for Haaland, though. In any other season, we'd be talking about his insane goal tally, his dominance in the Premier League, and how he smashed records like they were nothing. But with the World Cup in the mix, it's a whole different ballgame. The fact is, the World Cup didn't just give Messi an edge. It gave him the spotlight on the biggest stage there is. It's not just about what you win, it's about where you win it. And for Messi, winning the World Cup and shining throughout the tournament tipped the scales in his favor, even with Haaland's breathtaking season taken into account. So, there you have it. Messi winning the 2023 Ballon d'Or wasn't a gift. As Cristiano Ronaldo's sister put it, Messi earned it. And with that, the GOAT debate is sealed. Remember to like and share this video. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications for more amazing videos.